Drama alert as the San Francisco 49ers fell to the Cleveland Browns. We had other players on other teams taking shots at Deebo Samuel. As you guys remember, before the game against the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns, they had this little scuffle on the field. And for a refresher, take a look. Now, obviously, this got the juices flowing for fans and players as we saw the scuffle break out before the game. But it was a Lions player, CJ Gardner-Johnson, after the game, taking shots at Deebo Samuel after the San Francisco 49ers fell to the Cleveland Browns. CJ Gardner-Johnson quote tweeted the video of Deebo Samuel and the 49ers getting into a little scuffle with the Browns during the pregame. And this is what CJ Gardner-Johnson had to say. He said, "You see Deebo run, laughing emoji, typical wide receiver behavior, then act hard when Trent saves him." Well, CJ, I think you know that Deebo Samuel is one who will stand on business, if you know what I'm talking about. Deebo Samuel will bring all the smoke. He doesn't duck any smoke. So I do think that's funny that he felt the need to say that. And then Deebo Samuel absolutely eviscerated him with the clap back. Deebo Samuel then quote tweeted him and said this with the video. He said, "Boy, stop playing before you get a rewind of this. Boy, sit down," with the clown emoji. And if you're unfamiliar with the video below, well, I got you covered. Take a look at this, right? This famous, and if you're unaware, that's CJ Gardner-Johnson, the Saints player, and that's Wims, the Chicago wide receiver. Take a look at this. Obviously, this was from a couple years ago. And CJ Gardner-Johnson seemingly gets into these types of fights with every offensive player that he faces because obviously he's probably a menace and talks wild smack while out on the field that got him into this scuffle that we know all too well. But I love how Deebo Samuel used it against him. But of course, it doesn't stop there. CJ Gardner-Johnson had something else to say. CJ then quote tweeted Deebo Samuel and said basically again, "Trent can't save you when you see me on and off the field. Carry on." These are some big words for CJ Gardner-Johnson, obviously alluding to getting into a fight off the field, not just on the field, as these guys share and throw tweets back and forth at each other. Again, just I CJ's tweeting from his couch. He can't even physically perform. He's injured. He plays for the Lions. Whatever, man. I don't know what this guy's blabbering about, but he felt the need to take a shot at Deebo Samuel directly, and Deebo Samuel was not having it. And I'm going to go ahead and say that Deebo Samuel won this edition of the back and forth. Also, considering that Deebo's actually playing football, and unfortunately for CJ, he's not. He's sitting on the couch. So what do you guys make of this entire situation of these players going back and forth? Again, CJ has nothing to do with this game against the San Francisco 49ers. He's not even a Philadelphia Eagle anymore because he's a bonehead and got himself off the team because he refused to sign a contract extension with them. And so that ultimately got him onto the Lions, and he's a whole nother head case. But what do you think about this back and forth? Who won the Twitter beef up until this point? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.